Charlie Polk, a past president, has a question. Go ahead, Charlie.
I don't really have a question, but I have trouble understanding what I'm hearing. It's not that difficult to work with providers. In my state, for the last 7 years, we've had a continuous task force of 3 residents and 3 executive directors to continually work on refining the regulation. At all of our meetings, the Department of Insurance Regulations has 2 or more people there. The provider organization has 2 or more of their staff there, and the Florida State Residents Association has 2 or more of their staff there as advisors. Now, we recently took on the task of bankruptcies and refundable entrance fees. We started out by presenting to the Department of Insurance the NACRA model laws. I'm not sure where Kevin McCarty ever seen them or not, but I do know this. The only reaction we got was, we're not going to take that up at this time. I don't
and is the reason because, and maybe this is a question for Jack, there's 2 sets of kind of operational concerns for creating a national standard or a state standard, for that matter, of better protections for residents. One is that I assume that in every state there's some level of CCRCs that are probably technically insolvent, and that they would fail completely if we, brought to bear that pressure. That would be one of the arguments that would probably be made.
That is made.
Yeah.
Marty Roach from Maryland says that regularly.
What you're saying is, I also serve on the Governor's Continuing Care Advisory Council, and in our state, there is 6 that we call in borderline financial trouble at this time. They need help to keep them getting into it, and the biggest culprit is refundable entrance fees. To give you an example, Glenmore in St. Augustine, Florida, was an upscale community that during the housing downturn, their minimum entrance fee was $500,000. Their maximum one was $2.5 million. When they started having kind of a run on the bank, and a person would move out with the $500,000 entrance fee, because of the housing downturn, they dropped the entrance fee to $300,000. They were losing $200,000 on every sale. And folks who can't operate very long like that, as the judge says, and so they went into bankruptcy. The bankruptcy judge thought he'd done a marvelous thing by giving them 60% of their money back within the next 10 years. But we worked on this one issue, refundable entrance fees, at least 1 day a month, sometimes 3 days a month for the last 16 months, and folks, we did not scratch the surface. Consumers want the entrance fee, although you can look them in the eye and say, you are taking all the risk with your money. It's better not to do that. They still like the idea, I'm going to get all of this and get my money back. And it ain't going to happen.